Ahoy hoy, it's me, the boy. We're playing more Lies of PP today because today is my short day. Going forward, Mondays will be my short day, but that's beside the point. In here, we're playing Lies of PP. Hello Chips, hello Mia, hello Val, hello everyone. How are you guys doing today? X-Raider PP, that's true, sure. Fucked up, but glad you got some sleep. Had a really unscary dream about my worst fear and woke up panicking. Me too, let me tell ya. Yeah, I was talking about it in the support channel that I had me a bad old nightmare last night. All right, well this run's looking fantastic so far. Yeah, that's about right. Kakumen PP, it's true. Dual wield straps, it's true. It's the only way. So eagle-eyed viewers may notice that I'm rocking a different weapon because this one's a little bit faster than my other greatsword, and it does a little bit more damage.
My mind's ablaze! Make it stop!
I hate it here. I hate it here.
Alchemist bastards! What did your drugs do to me? No one leaves this laboratory.
Hello, Mr. McCat. I've been using the same weapon since like 20% into the game. Mm-hmm. Which weapon is that out of curiosity? Double strap would be crazy. I think Veronica's pee is on fire. It's true. My ass is like super afraid of spiders, and I've been having a dream I was living in with a roommate that really loved her pet tarantula and really wanted me to not be afraid of it. You know what? Nightmarish, yes.
All left alive won't freeze here! This is where we die!
The acid spear, though, sometimes I put the fire blade on instead. It wasn't a tarantula, it was a trap. Ah, yes, even more nightmarish. I remember because it was distinctly taller than tarantulas, and it was blue with large eyes. Ah, I see. My my nightmare wasn't as interesting. I mean, it's interesting to me because I'd like to know the psychology going into it, but yeah, no.
My mind's ablaze! Make it stop!
God. Daffodils. I will land the perfect strike at some point.
No one leaves this laboratory for the sake of—
Yo, hello Rocks. Congrats on the 7th stream watch streak. The Reinhardt rework is crazy. You're right. I've become more scared of bugs as time goes on. Yeah, there are some nightmarish bugs out here in the world. And it's not a fun time.
all left alive won't freeze here! This is where we die!
One of these days I'll get it! That note to self, I need to turn that up because Chips told me to, and Chips is the boss here. Ronk me in the Alps. Wait. That's unfortunate.
What did your drugs do to me?
This is the only one that I can consistently get out of. At least in phase 1. In phase 2, that's a whole different can of beans.
I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique.
Beans.
Never surrender.
That was a big mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, she's got the acid on her, though. It would be really bad if you did your flamethrower attack right there, yeah? Nah, perfect. Okay, I got it. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry guys, I'll catch up on chat here in just a moment.
I am indomitable. Bear the pain, Veronique.
Holy shenane. Okay, okay. You want to do your flamethrower attack again? That'd be great. Oh, ask and ye shall receive. No, 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 no. Shenane. That's so unfortunate.
Don't lose reason, Veronique.
Okay, this is scary. Yep, that's big old scary, but that's okay. We're in okay-ish shape. One. Two. Ah, second phase, it's so hard to dodge that one. Ah! Oh, I did it! Okay, cool.
Forgive me. I did terrible things to you. That drug, their cure, it twisted my mind. I put you in danger. I'm sorry.
Go, Mano, sorry.
Please, I beg of you. Nothing must leave this place. This cursed lab. Those cursed beings. Their test subject. Created from the legacy of the ruins. The two-faced Overseer. It cannot be allowed to live. Do me this one last favor.
Oh my goodness, is that Guzzy the D&D canceled? No, I'm gonna do the thing I do on Wednesdays where I start early and then just end when it's D&D time, so it's like an hour stream. We might get an hour and 30 if we're lucky today. But everyone, go check out Guzzy playing some Zooter. Also, let me catch up on chat while this dialogue's on pause. Okay, so let me see. Spiders, yes. Rocks. I become scared of bugs, yes. I'd love to hear. Okay, I'll talk about my nightmare. I think I'm more sensitive to stimuli, I think, which heightens it. Ah. Other humans become more fond of them. What am I being accused of? Yeah, I need to turn up the sound effects, because you told me to. Does anyone here play Night Rain? I have it on PS5, but I haven't tried it. But I did see y'all talking about Raiders and Night Rain. Me? Boss at 5%, Raider at 90. Yeah, because the boss at 5% normally means that she'll just poke me and I'd explode. Did you do the win? I did do the win. I will hydrate and I will stab myself. In Minecraft. But anyway, real quick about my dream. It's not as interesting. Pet the water, you got it. So anywho, last night I had the best and worst sleep of my life simultaneously, so that was fun. Thank you for the dong. Because I slept well, but I kept having nightmares, so you know that was fun. But anywho, the one that it was several different nightmares, but the one that like caused me to wake up in a panic. Presumably, I was hanging out with a significant other. I don't know who they were. They didn't bring up any like. They didn't correlate to anybody IRL, so it was just random love interest in dream. Nightmare. But anywho, long story short, we're hanging out, right? And spoilers for the Bridge of Terabithia, because it had a bunch of those vibes. But anywho, we were hanging out, and they're like, "Okay, I gotta go home," and I'm like, "Okay, be safe." Blah 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 blah. And we had like in the dream, dreams don't make goddamn sense. So we had like this little oh no, yeah. We had like this little hangout place, like a little like mini house or something, that we would just hang out in. Neither of us lived there, but that's where we were. But anywho, long story short, love interest in the dream died. Presumably car accident, I think, is what was in there. I don't know. Dreams, like I said, dreams don't make sense. But it hit me so hard, and the wail I did inside the dream was like so heart-wrenching that it forced me to wake up and be in a panic. I was already like sleepily saying that streams were canceled for the week and shit. And yeah, so that was fun. But no, I've never experienced I mean, I've experienced dreams like that, but like this one actually had like pure dread and it didn't feel great. So, but like the little like house that we had, like it was weird because again, dreams don't goddamn make sense. Like she had left me soup in the dream, and like I remember like getting the container and it was warm, and I'm like, that means that she made it here at least, you know what I mean? And I don't know why that filled me with such intense dread. It was gross. Hello, Mario Shardy, how are you doing? But anywho, no, I got big Bridge to Terabithia vibes out of it because I was like, oh. But anywho,
If you mean that red-headed stalker, she did pass through here. Back when I could still think straight. We were rivals once. In the end, she showed true compassion. I'm done. Head to the coast. Find Leia. I die as I lived, without regret. Remember me, Veronique of Grant.
oh, I got our will too. That's brutal. Sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, it was not great. I think we might get real here for a second. I think what it's stemming from is my mom's been bitching to me about giving her grandchildren, and I'm like, you got to face the fact that I'm probably not gonna get married or have kids. So, you know, that's something that you're just gonna have to deal with. Literally wake up feeling like your heart is ripped out of your person for a person you've never met. The cute person at the coffee shop. No, that's a lie. Did this game ever do anything with the nose growing mechanic? Yes. Back at the main hub of the game, there's a portrait of our protagonist here. And as you lie throughout the game, you become more human because puppets can't lie. Only humans can lie. So, you know. And there's a portrait that the nose grows, and that's kind of like your indication of like to keep track of how human you are. This letter shall stand as my last will and epitaph. Love me some King Crimson. King Crimson. Many stalkers are collaborating with the alchemist in their vile human experiments. The shameless wretches. I cannot stand by and watch this betrayal. I plan to put an end to their treason. I leave this final message for my comrades who have pledged to join me in this attack. None of us will survive. I am truly sorry, Veronique. Your heart is pounding. Me too. Guzzy, would you like to... I don't know if Guzzy's still here. Would you like to see some of the new weapons? I don't think I have the other weapon here, but that's okay. We can show off the Wolverine claws. So you got that. If you run and do the charge attack, you scrape them against the ground. That's pretty cool. Triangle is just a combo, which I can actually show that off at the training center. So we're actually going to head back because I got to go through this whole goddamn area again now that the liquid nitrogen's off. I do feel that I've kind of had that dream before, though. To be fair, in my case, it's more self-inflicted than pressure. Well, to be fair, mine's also a little bit of self-inflicted because even though there is that pressure going on, you know, it's something I would like. I would like to get married. I would maybe like to have kids. But it ain't happening. The claws dude that's sick. Yeah, let me show you what these bad boys can really do. Okay. So of course you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can kind of infinite that too. Yeah, this one's just an infinite combo. There's your visceral. Your literal berserker barrage. Of course, you got your triangle. Then L1 triangle gives you a buff to that. Yeah, so nearly 3k damage on a singular combo, which is really cool. These look brutal as hell. That's awesome. Hell yeah. But let me reassemble some weapons right quick so we can show off some funsies. We'll do this because I'm actually using the current one, the current like handle right now on my build. So let's do this. We can swap this back. Yes. So this bad boy's pretty cool too. So it looks like a regular spear, yeah? So you got your 1, 2, 3. Kind of slow. Your R2, however, just projects you forward. But the cool thing about this is if you run, and that goes until you run out of stamina, so that's fun. Your triangle is an explosion. Keep in mind, the stab doesn't do damage. The explosion does it. Gun lance, yeah, it's true. It's true. And then our other weapon we have, this one's not exactly the same, but it's kind of the same. So we get the big whirligig saw. So if you run around, you can charge up the saw. And when you hit, it does the shredding attack. And then triangle also just charges it up. So you've got your literal charge blade. And then the last weapon that I've gotten is the bow, which the bow is actually really good. Then if you hit triangle, you can either project yourself forward or backwards. I don't think you get a visceral with this, though, do you? No, you do. Damn! Okay, I hadn't seen that before, so that's pretty cool. Alright, anywho, there's my weapon showcase. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. Let's bring out good old Reliable again. Also, there's a Kibby around here somewhere. Hey! Our guy disappeared. These are Monster Hunter ass weapons. Oh yeah.
Well met, Master Stalker. Are you well?
Trade ancient disc. Oh, my song. Great Adventurer's Mask.
Lamacchio? Oh, you just missed him. He left in a rush after receiving some documents. As the leader of the bastards, he is a busy fellow, you know. The legendary backbreaker, you mean?
She can break my back any day.
Nothing about her. All I know is that she is far too rough on ordinary citizens when rescuing them. Please tell her that from me if you see her. Oh, my back still aches. How will I ever reach the Rose Estate in this condition?
Let's see if we can find the Kibby. Kibby. A small kitten. Oh my goodness, she's so eepy. Does this game have a photo mode? I don't think it does it? No. No photo mode. Oh my goodness, she woke up a big stretch. Blessed. Alright, I've dicked around enough. Security... No, this way. I thought the game crashed. I was gonna be very... Well, it doesn't really matter. Autosaves in this game is pretty good. Because it has that Souls level of autosave where it's like if you take a single step forward, it autosaves. That was clean. Not to stroke my own dick or anything, but that was clean as fuck. Legion Calibar. Is that everything that's down here? I guess so, okay. Choto. Ah, there's another path this way. Let me go back up here, though, because I believe the rabbit door was up here, yeah? Did we not open this? Interesting. Excuse me. Was there... Or, no. There's another level up. Okay. That was my bad. I think it's here, at least. Yeah, here we go. The Eldest Mask. Black Death's protective apparel. I think I'm gonna keep my my slutty blouse on, but you know, we'll at least take a look. You see, it just kind of doesn't fit my style, yeah. Ooh, we did get this too. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's take this off. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. A family photo of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood taken by the eldest. Although they are a group of criminals who committed countless evil deeds, this is a family photo they all cherish. Alright. So we got... presumably we have 2 more doors to open. But I gotta find more keys. Get out of here. Yeah, I do like this sword a lot more. It's a lot faster than the legendary 7... Oh, God. Alright. Also, it has great, like dodge range, because, like, if I do this, it projects you forward quite a bit, and even the regular dodge, that still shoots you up a couple of meters. Meters, I say. That's fine, okay. Where does this lead? The butterfly. Hello? Can't let him give me the suck. Ah! Don't give me the suck! No, 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 no! Okay, that's fine. This way. Rude. Get away from me. Oh, Sinead! Okay, that's fine. I shoot you with gun. I'm so stupid. Thank you. Oh? ¿Dónde está? Ah. I know exactly where that is. Can I just not... I was gonna just roll off the edge, but, you know, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, he's got Blanca balls! Man, somebody really liked Street Fighter when they were working on this DLC. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. I didn't even get anything for killing him. That's crazy. I didn't know I was in this game. What do you mean, Rocks? Okay. Nani? Breaking news! Cruise ship disaster. 13 souls lost. 13 noteworthy figures in Kraut society are believed dead after a cruise ship belonging to one of the individuals capsized last night. City officials inform us the excursion aboard the ship was part of an educational tour meant to give dignitaries a full view of Kraut's history, culture, and philosophies. They are further alleged that an immediate family member of the head of the workshop union was among the fatalities. Attempts to contact the organizers of the fatal excursion have failed, and so far they appear to have disappeared without a trace. While the families of the victims seek answers, city officials have designated the next 2 weeks an official remembrance period, published without redaction, and make sure to keep that reporter out of the loop. You're right, that thing's way better looking. Lies, deception. Rox is very handsome. You know what else is pretty handsome? 1 second. Let me whip this bad boy out. La Vendetta. You see, let me see what we got here. Let me see. Ooh, that's fun. Ooh, that's really fun actually. Okay, okay. We'll see what this bad boy can really do. Did we? Yes, we did go up there. Actually, that's probably the best way to go. Let me kind of get my bearings again. Is it this way? Yes, it is. Ooh, a Mativity crank. I think that was... I think those were the only 2 areas that I remember seeing that were iced over. So well, I've obviously missed something. See what this does. Oh! Is a boom sword. That's pretty cool. Also, DB Daimo was fun to start, but seemed to collapse at the end. Oof. That's so unfortunate. Well, I'm glad you had fun during the first part, yeah? I did see, because I haven't watched hardly any of it, but I mean, I've seen most of the clips and everything. But I did see that the dub, Sean Schemmel says the thing. when turning into a certain form. Okay, so I think we've explored everything, yeah? I just realized I dropped down, didn't I? So I'm not going to be able to go back that way. I really like this weapon. It seems cool. I would very much like to see what else it has going on for it, but I think I'm going to need to upgrade it for that. So for now, we will swap back to our handy-dandy curved greatsword. Animation is new and interesting. I'd say I'd be happy if going forward they did it for Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, for sure. I will say that that's something I like from all the clips that I've seen as well, that I very much did enjoy the animations, so hopefully that's where they'll go. And stay away from stinky CG. That's a lie. CG's not that bad. Granted, they misuse it a lot, so I don't want another Berserk 2016. Let's go this way. Because I just realized that I can actually double back over here. The Super Saiyan 4 is interesting. I still think everyone has done 4 dirty, including GT. Yeah. I agree. I will say that Daima did an interesting move with making it look more monkey-like, like including like the forearms and everything. And I kind of dig that, but don't let Frieza know because that's bad. I'm thinking I might want to invest a little bit into technique because there are a lot of technique weapons. But I don't know if it's worth it. I think I'm just gonna stick with this. We'll get that up to 25 and then we'll focus on something else. They made the hands huge, All the better to grip you with. What? Her body's gone.
Veronique fought until the bitter end. But even if we could have helped her, it was far too late. At least her suffering is over. I hope she can be at peace and rest now.
I like the addition of that feature. It just makes it more interesting. Yeah, for sure. Because I've always enjoyed like the idea of the literal idea of return to monkey to become stronger. New Udra. But the transformation just feels like a sped up 3 transformation, whereas GT, it looks like its own thing, but no real way. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. That being said, GT did give me the ever so famous Vegeta line where he says, "At long last, I've ascended." When he turns 4, and now I just use that whenever I do something cool. Ooh, Thermite. I haven't been using any of that. Oh, hello. Weed farm. Wait, is you just Alidoro? No.
To meet strange people.
Maybe?
In such
I don't know.
a strange place. I smell blood on you. But interesting.
What's that smell?
It's the blood of alchemists.
This blood.
Still, that doesn't prove we aren't enemies.
Explain the situation.
Get this straight. Quite by accident, you found an object belonging to the legendary stalker at the zoo. If all that is true, can you show me this object? This is a photo of Leia and her two apprentices. This locket does belong to her. I'll take you at your word that you wish to help Leia. I'll trust you. For the moment. My name is mine to hold. But you have my word that I am not your enemy, nor Leia's. I consider any enemy of the alchemists an ally. Stay and rest a while.
Did you see what they also gave? Yeah, I did see that, which, good on him. I'm glad he got something. He finally caught up. Dog.
I'm tracking a dangerous relic the alchemists freed from the ruins. A calamity that is wreaking torment upon Krat. But the immense power of that relic wasn't enough to satisfy the alchemists. They also retrieved...
Also, this is just another fruit tree.
...warrior that was protecting it, and conducted vile experiments on their finds. These experiments have yielded results already, transforming one test subject into a living weapon. I must stop this monster before they unleash it upon the city. If you plan to continue exploring this facility, take this horn. Blow it if you find the two-faced Overseer. No matter where you are in this facility, I'll hear it and come to your aid.
Pat the German Shepherd, I'll do my best. They catch him up to leave him behind. Yeah, they sure do. Which, you know, Vegeta's always been like the one that like gets the short end of the stick, but him achieving Super Saiyan 3 just by default shows that he's just better than Goku, because Goku straight up couldn't transform into 3 because it took such a toll on his body. And I believe there's a throwaway line where they're just like, yeah, I couldn't do it if I was alive. The only reason I achieved it is because I was dead. And Vegeta just did it.
I'm just someone fighting against the alchemists. I have my reasons, but I must hide my identity to protect the person most dear to me.
It is Alidoro.
Until I finish investigating the alchemists. If you're
The original Alidoro, rather.
I would like to ask for your assistance. Legendary. Leia probably hates that title. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil, murderous puppet. But a great title such as that comes with many risks. And now, Romeo is in danger. Leia is desperate to find any news of him. It must be even worse for her, since she has lost an apprentice once before. Would you like to ask me anything more?
What happened to Romeo?
Trouble erupted at the zoo, and Romeo went to deal with it alone. Leia and Romeo had their own brand of justice. I wouldn't call them vigilantes, but they did their best. Regardless, Romeo could handle himself. Nothing should have troubled him on this mission. But he went missing. It's possible that this is some old grudge coming back to stab Leia in the back. Being the legendary stalker does make you a constant target to resentful enemies. Leia maintains several places along the coast that she uses as base camps. I'd seek her out in that area.
At the gold coin tree.
Take a look at this. This tree. What could it possibly be? It looks almost human-like. I dare not imagine what plans they have for it. But I'm certain this tree bears significance. The Rose Estate, you say? I have heard whispers, mere rumors really, that an underground tram runs to the estate. If
Whoops, that was my bad. That's okay.
you find the Overseer, be sure to blow the horn. No matter where you are in this facility, I will come find you.
Okay. A horn brought from the country of the morning. Use it when confronting the two-faced overseer in the underground facility to signal and summon the tracker. To endure the night, a hope that tomorrow's sun will rise is needed. Help someone is to pass on that hope to each other. Okay. I just don't think they can hype a transformation anymore. They nailed it with Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. I think Gohan taking 2 helps break it up. Yeah, for sure. The only like, the thing is that they've already done the transformation, but I think seeing Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego, and Beast mode all together in the same room would be kind of cool to see. But I think that's about the extent of hype they can get from a transformation, you know what I mean? Do not forget the importance of the listeners. This recent situation is the regrettable consequence. I have repeatedly emphasized the value of these special individuals. They must always be approached with great care. Now, this recent series of accidents has robbed us of a listener candidate. This is a significant loss. I acknowledge that managing this specific candidate was difficult due to the subject's position and the high amount of interest in her. However, this accident resulted in her death. Mysterious death of a family member of the head of the workshop union. This is something that even the Order does not condone. Do not forget that exhaustive measures and even terminations had to be carried out to cover up her death and our complicity. The members who planned this misguided experiment will be dealt with. They were not authorized to attempt to create linkages between listeners and the Great One's relics. If a similar incident occurs in the future, the Order will not hesitate to punish those responsible. You can never be too careful when approaching a listener. Ensure you proceed with the utmost caution. Is Beast and Orange canon? I think they said they were canon. I might be mistaken though, but I think they are. Okay, so that's probably progress right there. Also, Cell Max was so disappointing, by the way. I thought they could have done so many cool things with that concept, but boy howdy was I disappointed. Klaus's luxury bag. Ooh. Can expand Klaus's shop. Okay, let's actually go back then and give that over. Yeah.
Well met, Master. Oh my, you found my bag. Thank you. It may look ordinary on the outside, but the inside is filled with treasure. In fact, I'm quite certain it contains items you may find particularly useful. As a reward, I would be glad to sell some to you. Huh? Well met, Master.
Je peux t'entendre dans mon cœur, un murmure de ma propre confession. Le moment de te rencontrer maintenant.
That's crazy.
Écoute mon cœur.
I kind of want that, but this is a much cooler weapon.
Il s'agit d'attendre toute ma vie. N'entends-tu pas ma
I wanted him to get Cell back up to snuff. Me too. Like, contrary to popular belief, I actually think Cell is like should have been brought back instead of Frieza, but you know. Veteran's eye patch, yo, that sounds cool. I kind of want him to bring back Raditz and Nappa. That would be interesting, seeing like, ooh, a full moonstone. Charges Fable when fatal attack is successful. Nice. Um, it would be interesting to see like Raditz and Nappa have their training arc and achieve Super Saiyan. I wanted him to get Cell instead of Tien. Man, my boy Tien gets done dirty. Tien out here constantly training, has his own like school and everything. Krillin becomes a cop, still stronger than Tien. I'm gonna pet this cat. They are fighting gods. Roshi at least brings magic to the table. Yeah, that's something that I thought was pretty cool. That like Roshi brought like magic shit into the fray, which worked, you know? Increase stagger duration. Perfect guard charges Fable. Wait. Charge Legion. Charge Legion when... Okay, yeah, we're gonna get that because that's pretty good. Man, shout out to Master Roshi. Which Daima helps to bring back, but now DB is just a blend. It's just a blender of plot, yeah. That's a bad thing, like with shonen anime in general, is just that like the power scaling gets a little silly. Like, funny enough, I actually kind of like the way that Chainsaw Man handles their power scaling, because Denji's constantly getting his asshole beaten. Granted, it does get a little silly later, but, you know. It's the price we pay for shonen. I already went down here. It's Toriyama not taking... yeah, that's true. Why is Trunks' hair blue? Don't worry about it. But what about, like, Kid Trunks? You still have... Don't worry about it. Oh. Where's Launch? Who? Yeah, don't worry about Launch. I'm sure she's just fine. A cherished set of art supplies. The case bears Goddard's name. This expensive set of art supplies bears signs of careful handling. Having lost her sight, the painters dreamt of guidance for radiant light, and she stored with her supplies with great care. Okay. I'm assuming I can't open this, right? No. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go drop off that art supplies, and I think that's where we'll call it for today. I know, it's my short day, but I made more progress than I thought, so that's fun. Granted, we got cool things when he forgot other things. Yeah. It does remind me of an interview I saw with Ed Boon one time, the creator of Mortal Kombat, that he was going on about, like, I forget what it was. But it was when they were talking about DC versus Mortal Kombat. And they're just like, are there going to be fatalities in there? And Ed Boon giggles to himself, and he's just like, I feel like if we made a puzzle game, people would ask, are there fatalities in it? And whoever, I forget who was sitting with him. It wasn't Tobias, but somebody was with him, and they're like, we did make a puzzle game, and it had fatalities. And Ed Boon's like, oh shit. You just can't look at the puzzle too long. Exactly. If not, the puzzle stares back at you.
I remember you. You're the one who helped me with my painting. Is something the matter? What have you there? I smell ink, turpentine, and oil paint. You found my art supplies. I thought these gone forever when I lost them. And to think, a stranger would bring them back to me. Thank you. It's as if you've gifted me the light that I seek. Now, I can finally follow the path and complete my painting. My masterpiece. I have very little to give in return, but have this as a token of my gratitude.
That's disappointing. Alright, well, that's okay. That's okay. Level 90, damn. Alrighty. Not enough puzzle game fatalities, it's true. Anyway, let's go find somebody to raid, yeah? Be able to get some My Hero time in. I'm imagining seeing those yard signs that advertise the house was just painted by Goddard, the blind painter, and the outside looks like a blind person painted it. Yeah, they already had that joke at the beginning because they were they were like, she's just like, "Do you like my painting?" And you look at it and it's a blank canvas, and you're like, "Yeah." You know what? We haven't hung out with Casa in a while, so we can go hang out with Casa playing Date Everything. I've seen a lot of people play that game, and I don't know what it's all about. I imagine you date things. But it's very thought-provoking piece, absolutely. Raid, Captain Casa. So, raid for followers and subs. There are my socials. There's the Discord. There's the D&D. There are my wives. I'm waiting to buy the game. Yay. It's okay. Soon. Did anything happen today? No, it doesn't look like anything happened. But, okay, that's fine. Anywho, everyone go say hi to Casa for me. I'm probably going to skedaddle pretty quick, but that's okay. Again, Mondays are going to change to my short days as opposed to Wednesdays, so look forward to that. But anywho, be good, finish your homework, remember to love each other and yourself, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Adios.